Hey guys, I am super excited to see you today. So I hope you're having an amazing Sunday and just wanted to have some fun in the Fired Up group. I know we have some amazing masterminds that are going to be coming up based on the poll that you guys took. So we're going to get you some really good equipping and get you the things that you need to make your businesses better than ever. But I really wanted to kind of adjust some of the fun that we're having with the some of our Netflix binge obsessions and things like that, and really kind of get into the nitty gritty of what that show is exposing for us. So if you aren't aware of what we're talking about Girlboss, and we're talking about the show on Netflix that is, I think it's pretty amazing. It was amazing to me how well it portrayed what it's like when you're in business for yourself and the different stages of being in business for yourself and the risk that's involved of being in business for yourself. So it was very interesting to me, the things that it highlighted and how that affects everything around us. So there are obviously, because this was a real woman, this is a real business and stuff like that. So there are some things in there that, probably some of us wouldn't want in our story or different things like that. But I think it's really good. So first of all, when you jump on, go ahead and give a shout out and stuff like that. But I'm going to try not to do any spoilers for those of you that haven't started watching it yet. And yeah, so the first thing is we begin the season and we see her and she's working for someone else, and we're all there, we're all at that point, and we all have something that we've done or some work that we've done that really has allowed us the money that we need to pay our bills, to go through and do those pieces that we need. But it's like that yearning. So that first step for your business, and maybe this is a great time for you to reflect, or maybe this is a great time for you to kind of look back on that season of your life, because a lot of times it goes so fast that you don't have the right time to process it. And it's that yearning of, if only I could make money doing the thing that I am the most passionate about. And, I'd love to hear your story, but I think for me, I was working in corporate America at the time. And I was so frustrated by what I saw. I kept seeing the company make decisions that seemed to run over people, and it made it harder and harder to be successful at your job. And it wasn't that there wasn't enough achievement, because I was moving up. I had become one of the youngest managers in history of this company, but it was the passion of it kind of died off for me when I realized, like, they make so much more money off of me than I ever get paid. And I needed to take a vacation for something, and they're like, well, you don't really have time off for this, and it's not something you're going to have time off for in the near future. And I started looking at the amount of time off that I had, and I started looking at the hours that I put in every week, and the goals that were set. And I loved the challenge. I loved all that it went into. The problem that I had was really the quality of life that I was living. It wasn't on par with my dreams, my desires, my stuff like that. And in the Netflix series, you watch her go through that struggle of, do I pay my bills with this, or do I, do I take a different job? Do I do something else with my time so that I can cover my bills? And having that initial idea of maybe I could make money or take these skills or this talent or this passion that I have and turning it into an income source, it's almost surreal. It's like this dream that everyone has but nobody actually gets. and you see it as this like far-fetched, like it's never gonna go that way. So it's almost like that first stage, and that's what I'm kind of talking about today, is that first stage of this realization of, all right, so I don't want what I have. I want to start my own business. I want to start my own company. But could this be a viable option for my life, for my business, for my future, for my family, for my relationship, and what does that look like, And really it's almost the thrill and the fear at the same time of, I could put all my eggs in this basket and literally go down in flames. And I think for me, that process kind of started just over 3 years ago, and I'm still in one of these stages sometimes where I look around and I'm like, oh my gosh, is this really happening? Is this life really happening right now? And I was at an event with a friend of mine and her daughter, and we were doing some stuff for some hard work that she'd put in over the last school year. And I got notification that I had made money, because my business runs all the time. It doesn't just run when I'm in the office. And it was the first time it hit me. This has been going on. This isn't something new, but it was the first time that it hit me that my business runs 24/7. It doesn't just run Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, or whenever I punch in, into the office, kind of a thing. And having the difference that makes in your life and in your business is incredible. And I'm like, I could make money while I'm doing my own thing, having fun. We were talking about essential oils and kind of enjoying a nice meal and going to a formal. And that's a lifestyle that I only dreamed of. And now it's my reality, and getting to the point where not only is this my reality, but it's also this place where I get to help more people than I ever thought that I could reach. And I remember wanting to grow my business and invest in other people that wanted to have a business, and thinking, there's no way that I could make money doing this thing that I'm passionate about. And now on the other side of it, it's like helping people get to 4 figures or 5 figures and growing their business to support their family, or to quit their job, or to have this, quit date from the place that they're working now, or whatever, or, reaching those milestones where they've been in business for a year, they've been in business for 2 years, and kind of walking them through that. I'm like, I'm living my dream life. And stuff, but at the time it looked messy, and it was scary, and it was all in, and there's been ups and downs, but it has been an epic journey. So that was kind of the beginning parts of the first girl boss mindset, is that piece of shock, almost, of, I have an idea, but is this really happening? Could this really work? And what does that look like? And I don't know, it's really a neat place to be at. So when you watch the video, I want you to reflect on, what was that season like for you? What were the things that you thought were going to be a bigger deal that turned out not to be? And what were the things that really you didn't think would be a big deal that turned out to be a big deal in that season of, taking a risk, taking a chance, not moving on something, or not hiring, or not doing something like that to kind of get the ball rolling? And go ahead and put that in the comments, and then we'll kind of continue next Sunday at 3 o'clock Eastern time, and we'll kind of keep it short, but really just kind of walking through that reflection process and our mindset and where we were at those different times. So, all right, guys, I am super excited that you showed up today, and we'll see you next Sunday at 3 o'clock.